When I went back to Cronin, it wasn't the same place I had left. The first time I was there, it had been set in an old Victorian house, something warm, something human, something that felt like it had stories in the walls. This time, it was different. Now it was in a medical building. Clean, clinical, structured. On the surface, it looked like progress. But I learned something quickly. You can change the building. Some people were there because they genuinely wanted to get better. You could see it in how they carried themselves, how they listened, how they showed up even on the hard days. Others were there for a bed and a meal, a temporary reset. They'd stay for a week or two, just long enough to catch their breath, and then disappear in the middle of the night without saying a word. And then there were the ones who were there because they had to be. Court-ordered, trying to satisfy a judge, counting down days instead of building anything real. Some came straight from prison. You had to stay aware, stay grounded, stay focused on why you were there, because it was easy to get pulled into other people's chaos. But if you looked past that, if you didn't let it distract you, there was something different this time. Something better. The structure had improved. The days were built around real work, real classes, not just passing time, but actually learning how to live differently. There were sessions on relapse prevention, on understanding triggers, on dealing with PTSD, things that went deeper than surface-level advice. It wasn't perfect, but it was useful. And for the first time in a while, I felt like I was actually gaining tools instead of just surviving another program. At the same time, something else had shifted in me. Even though I had left the Christian rehab a few months earlier, my relationship with God had only grown stronger. Not because of the building, not because of the system, because it had become personal. There was a counselor there, a Baptist minister. And in our sessions, we didn't just talk about recovery in the usual sense. We talked about Jesus Christ. We talked about Scripture. We talked about what it really means to surrender, to change, to rebuild from the inside out. Those conversations mattered. They gave context to everything else I was trying to do.